Good evening, I'm Laura Lee. Thanks for joining us. That controlled burn on the Wisconsin side of the border came as a red flag warning is in effect across much of Minnesota. Dry conditions and strong winds are raising the risk of wildfires. Northern News Now's Kyrie Johnson explains why some experts feel spring is the most dangerous fire season.
A red flag warning covers 66 Minnesota counties right now, meaning conditions are perfect for spreading wildfires. Officials tell me that dry vegetation like this could catch fire in seconds and cause fast-spreading wildfires.
Red flag conditions are a serious warning. When key weather factors line up, a small spark can turn into a disaster in minutes.
So when we have, dry, windy weather, wildfires can start easily and spread really quickly.
And while some people associate wildfire danger with summer, DNR officials believe Minnesota's busiest wildfire season is actually spring.
People are often, surprised by the fact that spring is Minnesota's wildfire season. That's almost 75% of all wildfires in Minnesota occur in April and May.
The DNR tells me it doesn't take long for vegetation to become fuel.
Things like grasses and leaves can actually dry out in as little as 1 hour after precipitation.
And despite our recent increase in rain, our local fire departments are still on high alert.
Yeah, we did have a bunch of rain. The problem with this time of year is most of that runs off. The ground is still frozen at this point, or for the most part, so a lot of that moisture runs off and doesn't get a chance to soak into the grounds.
Even after rain, vegetation can dry out fast, so the DNR says hold off on debris burning and permits aren't being issued right now. And even with nicer weather, officials are asking people to think twice before starting a bonfire.
In Minnesota, over 90% of wildfires are caused by people. Don't be caught off guard. Remember to check the fire danger before you ignite and be careful out there.
We'll have the latest information about fire danger and burning restrictions on our website, along with a link to an active DNR map. In Duluth, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.